Hi guys, right, today I'm going to show you how to start off making a chunky blanket. So we're going to make a slip knot and we're just going to chain 10. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to cast over, skip a stitch, go through a loop, cast over again, pull through all 3 loops, cast over into the next loop, and then pull through all 3. I'm going to do that all the way down to the end. So for a blanket you'd need to chain the width required, which may be 100. I've only chained 10, so this is the first time I've used this wool, so I'm not sure how far it goes. So we've almost finished our foundation row. It's got snagged somewhere, so I'm just going to release that. Try again. This chunky wool is quite forgiving, but when they've got several threads in, they can snag. Sometimes you have to just try again. There we go. Do we have one more there? We do. Right, now I've pulled through all 3. That's our foundation row finished. So now I'm going to chain 2, turn our work, and this time we're going to cast over, skip a stitch, and go into the back loop. Pull through all 3. Cast over, back loop. Cast over, pull through all 3. That was our last stitch in this row. So now we need to chain 2. So that's our next row finished, and you can see it's starting to form a nice plait on the top here. So now we need to turn our work, cast over, skip a stitch into the next stitch, and we're doing the same pattern, back loop of every stitch for the whole blanket. So every time you turn your work, you're going to be using the back loop. There's a snag in this one. That's the only thing with these chunky wools, you really need to be persistent, and they do get easier to work with the more you work with them. Coming up for our last one here. Chain 2, turn your work, cast over, skip a stitch, cast over through all 3, cast over into back loop, pull through all 3. That was definitely snagged. Right, so there we go. I hope this has helped you to get started on your own chunky blanket. So remember, it's hook number 7. You can use 8 or even bigger if you want the gaps to be bigger, and just get going. So I hope this has helped you, especially Tina, and thank you for watching, guys. Bye.